Hi guys! This is my first ever video. Today, ipapakita ko sa inyo yung mga watercolor kits na ginagamit ko sa aking ginagawang artwork. Bibigyan ko na rin kayo ng mga ilang tips kung sakaling beginner lang kayo sa pag-watercolor. Just a disclaimer guys, I am not a professional nor an artist. Habi ko lang talagang magkulay at pampalipas oras ko lang ngayong enhanced community quarantine. At dahil may alam din naman akong onte, gusto ko lang i-share sa inyo. So let's begin! Lahat ng ipapakita ko sa inyong gamit ay in-order ko lang lahat yon sa Shopee or binili ko siya sa mall. And before siya dumating, nag-research ako tungkol sa mga tips sa pag-watercolor. So guys, hindi ko pag-aari yung mga tips na ibibigay ko sa inyo, but I find it very useful. Our first item is my brushes. I ordered this on Shopee for only 85 pesos. It is a set composing of 8 different synthetic brushes, pero 7 brushes lang yung dumating sa akin. But it is not kind of a big deal for me. Discuss muna natin kung ano ba ang mga parts ng paintbrush. This metal part is called ferrule. In the left side of it, there's heel. Heel is the one who connects with the bristles. On the right side of the ferrule, here we have the crimp that connect with the brush handle. Here I have two round brushes with the tip number 8 and number 2. It is for all-around use like filling and also for lining. I also have two flat brush in the number 12 and 10. I usually use this to fill a big paper when my round brush cannot hold enough water. I have one filbert and rigger brush. The filbert brush is like a flat brush but with a curved tip, while the rigger brush is like a number 2 round brush, but this one is with a tall bristles. It is used to add fine details to your work. And last but not the least is the fan brush. I am using this to add expressions to my work. Tips for taking care of your brushes. Number 1 tip, when you are done using your brush, don't let it soak in the jar full of water. The glue might get soft that the ferrule might detach to the handle. Number 2 tip, if you are drying the brush, don't do it upright or lying only on the ground. As long as possible, dry it outside while it is hanging upside down. Number 3 tip, when you are ready to store your brush, don't store it upside down where it can damage your bristles. And make sure, don't let heavy objects add some weight to your paint brushes. Moving on to the next item is my palette. This is so important especially to those who are using gouache watercolors. So this is what it looks like on the outside, and this is what it looks like on the inside. As you can see, there's a hole for our finger when you are working on a bigger canvas. If you are wondering why those paints are cracked, it is just normal for a dried gouache to act like that. Tips when you are using a palette. Number 1 tip, always clean your palette for a better view of the watercolor paints you have. Number 2 tip, create a swatching paper where you have different colors swatched. Our third item will be the white gel pen. I bought this in Shopee worth 166 pesos each. I usually use this touch new white gel pen for highlighting some small parts. Tips for using this: don't use white gel pen to highlight a bigger drawing. Instead, leave the paper uncolored and let it do the work. For the fourth item is the watercolor I use. I personally like gouache because it is between beginner and pro watercolor product but also affordable at the same time. I use this Baroque watercolor set composing of 12 different colors including black, dark brown, ochre, ultramarine, sky blue, emerald green, tender green, burnt cadmium, vermilion, yellow ochre, lemon yellow, and white. I bought this for 160 pesos. The only issue here, it is said to be 6 ml of paint, but it turns out that it is full of air and it is not pigmented enough. You need to layer a lot before you achieve your desired color. If you want a budget-friendly tube watercolors, try the brand Maris. It is so pigmented. Tips when you are using gouache watercolors. Don't use the white watercolor to make any pigment light unless you want your color to be pastel. Instead, try adding waters until you meet your desired color. Fifth item is mechanical pencil. I personally like mechanical pencil because its lead doesn't shred a lot of graphite. It is so much easier to sketch, easier to erase, and smudge proof. I bought this too in the mall. This Faber-Castell Superfine LED 0.72B is only 27 pesos for 220 leads. And this Faber-Castell mechanical pencil is only 70 pesos. So yeah, let's move on. Sixth item is the ballpoint pen. The ballpoint pen I use is just an ordinary ballpoint pen that you can buy anywhere. This pen has no brand. It is just lying in my pencil case. I personally like this because it is smudge-free and waterproof. The seventh item is the tissue. Any kind of tissue can work as long as it can drain a puddle of water. When you add too much water, you can just dab a tissue on the spot you want and then you are good to go. The eighth item that I am using, of course, the paper. I am using this art gallery sketchbook, microfiber rated best quality paper art and design with 130 gm squared. That is 40 sheets. Honestly, I don't know how much is this. It was just a gift from my auntie when she got back from Korea. But I don't actually recommend this to you guys because an actual watercolor paper is weighing 300 gm squared. But mine was a little bit off, but it's still workable and I don't want to go in a waste. As you can see, I basically draw anime characters and this is Chopper from One Piece. I just want to show you the back of the paper to prove to you guys that it is workable. There is no watercolor leak on the back of the paper where I draw Chopper. Last but not the least is jar. I have these cute little jars and I call this 2-in-1 jar because I can carry these two together. Tip: I always have two kinds of jar. Both have the same water inside, but the first one is the dirtiest and the second one is the clean one. Just making sure that your brush is very clean before you use that in another colors. So yeah, that's all guys. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more. I love you all.